Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly forecast for October 28th through November 3rd. We've got our Halloween theme going here. We're going to connect and see what's going on. We're going to pull some messages for you for the week ahead with this deck here, and then a spirit message for you with those cards there. As always, if you like the cards I'm using and you want to pick them up for yourself, or you're just curious about which cards I'm using, I always have a link in the description of the video so you can check out the cards if you would like. All right, Aquarius, let's get to it, my darlings. What is happening for you this Halloween week? All right, here is your Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday for Aquarius. Wednesday, Thursday for Aquarius. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday for Aquarius. We are heading into a Mercury retrograde at the end of the week, but we've survived many Mercury retrogrades. You don't need to get too panicked about it. I had the deck upside down. I don't do reversals. Ooh, okay, so Aquarius, your Monday, Tuesday, you have got 5 of pumpkins. So I feel that this is what's happening, guys. We just had a new moon in Scorpio, and that new moon in Scorpio was really intense. It was more like a full moon than it was a new moon, okay? In that it brought up a lot of emotions, potential for disagreements, things of that nature. So Aquarius, some of you may have had some kind of a disagreement over the weekend. Some of you, especially if you went out Friday or Saturday, like to go maybe party with friends or go to some costume party or something, or just something going on. There may have been a disagreement. May have been a falling out, or something may have occurred that made you feel like, you know what? I am not feeling this anymore. Or it could be something at work for some of you where as this new moon happened, you began to realize what you want to call in, like what's not doing it for you anymore. And as a result, you might be approaching kind of like this clearing stage where you're wanting to make a change or a shift and you're wanting to get out of something. When 5 of Pentacles comes up, people sometimes get worried because they think, oh, it means I'm going to be left out in the cold or I'm going to be ignored. That's one meaning of the card, Aquarius, but over the years doing readings, what I've seen, usually for my clients or anytime I've pulled the card for myself, it's been before, like, my client or myself, like, made some kind of a decision where we were like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I just don't want to be in this situation anymore. And I'm going to just kind of go in and try my hand at something else. It's different from the Fool card because with the Fool card, you feel more like confident, or you feel more like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna take this leap of faith. With the 5 of Pentacles, you're like, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna start looking. Like that's what I see with the 5 of Pentacles or the 5 of Pumpkins. So I don't feel, Aquarius, like you're the one being shut out. On the contrary, I feel like some of you are shutting someone or something out, or you're just making a decision that you don't want to be around a certain situation. Sorry, I'm playing all the lighting here. You don't want to be around a certain situation and you're just feeling like, you know what, like this isn't it for me. This isn't where it's at. So you're taking steps to go in a new direction. I do feel, Aquarius, for some reason intuitively, and maybe it's the time of year, maybe it's the changing of the seasons, or maybe it's as we're coming into the holidays. You are really, really in tune with your inner child right now. I feel like you're having a lot of memories about your childhood, and I feel like you're having a lot of like sentimental memories. So some of you might be feeling like missing a sense of family or missing a sense of the old days, but you don't want to go back to those days. You're wanting to recreate them for yourself with like a new group of friends or a new partner or something along those lines. So I kind of feel, Aquarius, like you're coming into the week feeling like it's time to go on some kind of a quest. You're not even sure what's missing. You might have some concerns around, I don't know what's going to happen in my future. I don't know what my finances are going to be like. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be at this job, or I don't know when I'm going to find a job, or I don't know when I can retire, or whatever it is. You just have a lot of this uncertainty, but you're feeling like it's time for change. Like it's better to keep moving than to stand still and not know. So it does come in for you, Aquarius, with the sense of like a new beginning. Your Wednesday, Thursday, you have, my dears, Page of Ghosts. So this to me really confirms what I was feeling with the first card. Page of Ghosts can mean something along the lines of like a new crush or a new love or something that's just maybe like not too serious, or somebody's like asking you out on a date or something that's very new. And that could be the potential for some of you. However, the vibe that I'm getting with the Page of Ghosts here for the majority of you, it feels to me like you are beginning to open up your heart. And you guys have heard me say this before in other readings, those of you who watch my videos. When I see Page of Ghosts or Page of Cups, it tells me that your heart chakra is opening up and you're about to come into a time of receiving. So there is some person or situation being placed on your path, kind of like this little personal trainer helping you to open up your heart, to prepare to receive the things that you've been wanting to manifest. I'm going to be honest with you, Aquarius. I feel like a lot of you are feeling like you thought you had life figured out and you thought you knew what was going to happen, and now it's feeling a little bit up in the air, like there was this cosmic change of plans that you didn't see coming. But Spirit's trying to let you know, like, listen, like, trust us here. We're guiding you to something better. We're guiding you to something feeling fulfilled, especially with the Page of Cups or the Page of Ghosts. It's like your heart's starting to open up and you're starting to be hungry for fulfillment and you're starting to be hungry for joy. And Spirit is wanting to take you to that. Spirit is wanting to guide you to that. So I really feel midweek there's a sense of like the little breadcrumb trail in the forest, or the little trail of pebbles that reflect the moonlight. It's like you're being guided. Like, just follow the next one, follow the next one, follow the next one. You're being led. You're being led to just a completely different circle of people, different set of circumstances. I do feel midweek, Aquarius, that some of you, I see like filling out paperwork. Like you're getting serious about something. Either you're enrolling back in school, or you are like doing the groundwork, like you're walking into businesses and asking if they're hiring, and you're sitting down right then and there and filling out applications. Like, you're not wasting time with the electronic stuff. You're showing up like back in the day, like, hello, here's a face, here's a person. I'd like to know if you were hiring. I'd like to give you an application right now. Although I know some people go in and they hand out resumes, but I don't know, I just feel there's like a sense of like filling out paperwork. And it might not be a job search for all of you. Like I said, it could be filling out forms to go back to school. I do feel some of you are doing something with filling out paperwork to pursue some kind of a claim. Like, either you're filling out paperwork trying to apply for some kind of a scholarship or some kind of assistance, or you may be filing a report or a claim against a person or a company. But I just feel like you're getting very serious, but this is all a part of you opening up your heart chakra to say, hey, I deserve better, or I deserve more, or I'm ready to receive. I'm not sure why. I'm curious as to what that's about, but I am getting a visual of some of you just like sitting down and filling out paperwork. It feels to me like you're doing it because you're preparing to change something, to make a change, or to go after something. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as we're going into the Mercury retrograde time, we have the World. So this is a major arcana card. Mercury retrograde, I'm just going to tell you right now, Aquarius, some of you may be calling me for private readings over the Mercury retrograde. But right now, I feel right off the bat, and this is really interesting because I think it came up in your love reading. I did something different with your love readings for November for all the signs I channeled, because we have a really massive moon energy has been really massive lately. I don't know if you guys are feeling it like me, but the new moon we just had was woo. The full moon we had in Aries was woo. Like, it's just like, and then we have a really big full moon coming up in Taurus in November, which is going to be impacting you and everybody in their personal life and their love life. So I feel as we're going into Mercury retrograde and we're going into November, into Scorpio season, and then the full moon in Taurus, the World is a card about like completing your cycles. and, passing the test, like winning the video game, like being at the finish line, and being in the energy where you're like, this is it, like, I've fought, I've won, and now is my chance to shine. Now is my chance for a new beginning. Now is my chance to receive my rewards, my praise, my recognition, all that good stuff. So when the World card comes up, it's good stuff. But because you had Five of Pentacles, and because you had Page of Cups, and because this card is coming for you at the start of Mercury retrograde, and because of what I remember, I don't remember a whole lot. It's fuzzy because I channeled, and when I channel, I just speak because it's not really me, it's spirit. But from what I remember, going back or looking over, Aquarius, I feel like the reason why the World card is coming up for you at the start of this Mercury retrograde going into November, you are going to have the past coming up. You are going to have people reappearing. Some of you are having old employers that treated you like doo-doo, like reaching out to you like, oh, Aquarius, how's it going? Are you working right now? Are you looking for anything? If you miss us, you can come back. Or like, just, anybody who's been in a situation like that, like they treat you really bad and you leave and all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, we may have an opening if you don't have any, like they're doing you a favor, right? Like they're doing you a favor by calling you back, or asking you to come back. So some of you have something like that, like just some place that was really unethical. Maybe that's what the claim is. Like maybe some of you are filing a claim against an employer, and that employer all of a sudden is all like, oh, well, we didn't know it was like that. Oh, we want to give you a promotion. We love you, or we want to give you a raise, or just something to get you to drop it. Or it could be like an ex for some of you, or family that you had cut off, if you were cut off of a toxic situation, whatever the case may be. But I just feel there's like something from the past giving you an offer or giving you a chance to come back to it. And so the World card would say, this is your chance to break out of it, to make the stand and say, no, nuh-uh, this isn't okay. I don't want this. I'm not going to go back to it. I'm not going to return to it. And as soon as you make that statement, that's it, dude. All the old contracts are broken. You're coming into Ace of Cups after that. You're coming into receiving. Because I do remember when I tried to go back and I tried to watch the love readings for November, just so I have an idea of what came up, I do remember for Aquarius, there was like a sense of the old cycles being done and like receiving and love coming in and all that good stuff. So yeah, I feel like you're taking like kind of this final stand so that all the blessings can come in, so that you're saying, nope, I'm done with the past. I'm not going to repeat old karma anymore. So it's, and I don't want you guys to get scared. I don't feel like it's going to be a nightmare or anything like that. I think it's just going to be like a practice in assertiveness and being able to stand up and say no, and, not feeling bad for saying no, or like giving yourself permission to go out and to explore and to find better. All right, my darlings, let's go ahead and see what your spirit message is for the week. And I do encourage you all to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. It could be helpful for you. It may resonate more sometimes, or just add extra pieces to the puzzle. All right, my darlings, so here we have, see, what did I tell you? I told you guys, I love it when confirmation comes in like this. You have expression. And I told you all that I felt like this was going to be a time in like a lesson of assertiveness, like standing up and being assertive. So this expression is going to apply in different ways. I do feel that expression is going to come in the way of you expressing yourself and speaking up and saying how you feel and saying what you want and what you need and what you deserve. So an expressiveness in that way. I do feel, though, with this card coming up, many of you are going to have something going on where you're beginning to learn, like you're beginning to master the art of ritual, okay? And I want to explain to you. When we think of ritual, we might think in the way of like, prayers and things like that. And yes, that's the case. But some people have a hard time meditating, or they have a hard time with prayer. But I feel some of you Aquarius, like when you're getting ready to go and deal with a difficult situation, or you're getting ready to have a talk with a boss and tell them that you're not going back, or you're getting ready to go somewhere and file a claim or apply for work or whatever, and maybe it feels weird to you to sit and pray or meditate, I feel you're coming into some kind of ritual with the way that you're getting ready in the day, and like the way that you're getting dressed. Like you're wearing colors that make you feel confident. If you wear makeup, you're doing your makeup in a way that you feel like is giving you a certain look, or is saying a certain thing about you. Or you're wearing shoes that just make you feel powerful in some way, or you're doing things in the way that you're putting yourself together that makes you feel like you're projecting a message to the people that see you about your personality, or your intelligence, your confidence, or the way that you're walking, the way that you're moving. Like you're walking and moving with purpose. You're putting like confidence and courage like out there. You're not like walking like all looking down with your shoulders slumped, like you're just walking with a purpose. You're walking with a direction. So I feel that a lot of you are having like a little ritual in that way when you're getting ready. It's like in the ancient times, right? When the warriors got ready for battle, and they would do like the face paint, and they would do their little things, and they would put on certain uniforms or things. It was all very symbolic. It was all like preparing to go into battle. So I feel like you guys are doing this in a symbolic sense, right? In a symbolic way, but like you're getting ready in that way. So it's giving you the courage to come out of your shell. You're doing what you can, and the way that you're putting yourself together, that's giving you the courage and the confidence to speak up and to be more assertive. So that's what that's feeling like to me, my darlings. Again, I don't cover too much about love life in the weekly forecasts, but the November, I always tell you guys, hey, watch the love readings if you want to see what's happening in love. But even if you're not interested in love, I would really recommend watching the love reading for November, because it's the first time I ever did a video like this. I usually channel, like I'll hear messages and I'll speak, I'll see I'm hearing, but I completely stepped aside. So everything I said was just, I was channeling the whole time. And I feel like a lot of messages came through that is just not only about love or romance. So I do suggest watching that, Aquarius. If you would like a private reading, please feel free to click on the Calendly link and schedule a private reading with me right there. I thank you so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I am wishing you a fabulous week.